Hey guys, I am back with another video. A lot of you guys have requested to see Courtney's wash day, so here it is. I keep her hair in braids for the most part, but in between I will, do little ponytails right before wash day, just to give her hair a little break. So I take her hair out of the ponytails. I give it a quick little detangle, but she's really fussy. So I try and make the process a little quicker. So I just put it to the sink. Today we have our shampoo, our conditioner, and then our deep conditioner. So you're gonna head over to the sink. I use the biggest cup I have in my kitchen because it's just easier and faster to get all of her hair wet. Her hair, as you can see, is very, very, very thick, so it takes a while for all of the water to get through to pretty much every strand. So the racetrack cup, it works for me. So here is our first shampoo. You're going to shampoo twice. Your first shampoo, you're going to focus on getting all of the grease that may have been in, from the protective style, any gel that may have been in, any edge control. So the first shampoo is really just trying to get most of that product out of your hair. And the water's normally the dirtiest after the first shampoo. So we're going to focus on just getting the product off, and then we're going to focus on making sure that her scalp is clean. And if you have thick hair, or if your kids have thick hair like her, I kind of have to shampoo in sections because, as you can see, the back wasn't getting as much product on. So you have to start with the front and just work your way back, and make sure that every strand, including the edges from front to back, are washed. So we go in again with the cup and we rinse. And this process takes a while, but we're going to get there. So when rinsing the shampoo out, you want to make sure that you do it in sections and make sure that it is all rinsed out thoroughly. It may look like it in the front, but once you lift up those layers, you can see some underlining product still left on. So just make sure that you rinse everything out before you move on to the second wash. And then I go back with my hands and get the shampoo from her edges on down so I don't get any water in her face. So here's the second shampoo, and we're going to do the same thing, same process with the same shampoo. No product left behind, okay? We're picking up anything that we dropped because this shampoo is expensive, but it does leave her hair very, very, very hydrated. It doesn't leave her hair chalky at all. Her hair is always nice and silky and just shining. Like her curls, you'll see, they're always popping. So the shampoo never fails me. As you can see, this second wash, the lather is much better because you don't have all that product that was in the first time. So that's why it's super important to go back in with the second wash to really make sure that her hair and her scalp is squeaky clean. And it probably looks rougher than what it is, but I use my fingertips to massage her scalp, and then I just work everything all the way down. And we are going to scrub. So once we're done our second shampoo, we're going to go ahead and rinse. It literally takes me forever to wash product out of Courtney's hair because it's so thick. Like, look, it's just product hot in the back. So I take my time and I make sure I get it all out. And she's super patient because she has her iPad, so she could care less what I'm doing in her head. So I just take the cup and section by section we get all of the shampoo out. So now that we got all the shampoo out, we're gonna just lightly wring out any water, and then you're gonna go in with the first conditioner, and you're gonna make sure to apply it all over scalp, all the way down to the ends. And I usually start with the ends and work my way in. And as you're applying, you can do quick little scalp massages just to get the scalp stimulated. And with Courtney's hair type, it does take a lot of product, shampoo and conditioners to really saturate her hair. So it takes a while, but I try my best to get all of her hair with product on for best results. So as you can see, her hair is super hydrated. It's so shiny. And this is just from the wash and the first condition. Her curls are popping already, but this is just the beginning, guys. So I rinsed that conditioner out immediately. And then the mask, a hair mask, would be our deep conditioner. So we're just going to rinse all of this out thoroughly. Look at her curls. Like, you see how healthy, I'm telling y'all gonna thank me for this hair routine. My baby curls popping. Again, this racetrack cup works wonders. I fill it up and it really helps me rinsing everything up. Rinsing everything out in sections. So once you have all the first conditioner out, you're going to give it another light ring. And see how hydrated her hair is already. So now we're going to go in with the apple cider clay mask by Shea Moisture. I really love the product. So it is kind of thick. So again, it takes a lot of product to get it all through her hair because she has so much hair. But just take your time and go through. You want to make sure you start in sections. So I start with the top of her hair, her edges, and I work that in, and then I work my way to the back. And as you can see, I'm being very generous. And working all of that product down so it can coat literally every strand on her little head. No strand left behind, guys. This is a tedious process, but bear with me. It will be well worth it. So now that I have all of her hair coated with the apple cider vinegar clay mask, I'll do a one quick over, make sure all of her hair is coated, and then you're going to take a shower cap. I get these from the dollar store. It's like 50 in a pack for $2-3, and then you're going to let that sit for 15 to 20 minutes. As you can see, she has so much hair that it's a hole in it. But after those 15-20 minutes, and no heat required, I just let her, sit around, and look at her curls. Like, the mask leaves her hair so much more defined. It's just beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and rinse this out. And as I said before, this product is really thick, so you're gonna have to use your hands a lot more, just to make sure that everything is rinsed out, because the last thing you want is this to be caked up and flicked up, dried on your hair. So really massage it out and work through every section of your hair when you're rinsing this out. Hey, Courtney. So we are done rinsing, and without any other products, just her natural hair, this is what we have. So after deep conditioning, I go in and I detangle. So I only use these products for detangling. Here are my hair clips. I have a medium-sized comb and a big comb. So after I take the towel off her head, this is what we have. It's gonna be some work, but let's get to detangle. So I start with the Cantu Kids Detangling Spray. This stuff actually works. I make sure I spray it all over her head, so it's kind of easier for me to part through and separate in sections. So I'm very generous with all products and less painful for baby. So I go in and I section the back off. And then I go up front. So you're gonna make 4 sections in total, and I clip each section, and then I start one section at a time detangling. I'll run my fingers through first, more of the detangler, and I do the ends and the roots so that I avoid any whining or any pain on her end. So as you can see, it combs out beautifully. I start with the bigger comb, and then I'll go in with the smaller comb just to make sure that everything is detangled. So once the section is detangled, I put the blow dryer on medium heat, and I start with the ends. I always start with the ends and work my way up with the blow dryer. And as I'm going, I'll hold my hand down on the cool button, because I never want to burn her hair with the hair dryer. So I try and keep it about warm but hot enough to straighten, so when she goes to get her braids, her hair is stretched out. And this is why you keep going over the ends, so that it's not tangled. So you're going to go ahead and repeat this process for each section. So you detangle first with the comb. With the bigger comb, you detangle section. I put it in a ponytail. I apply some of the oil serum and then I twist it up so that it doesn't get tangled while I am working on the other sections of her hair. And I use my hair clips to secure my little bun knot. Excuse my ashy elbows. Section number 2. So you start at the ends with your big comb and you work your way up. And like I said, that detangler is bomb. It doesn't take much. And I also make sure that I spray the oil serum on her hair as I'm blow drying, and it just helps her hair stay hydrated. So as you're blow drying, it's not popping, there's no breakage, it's just smooth and it leaves her hair nice and silky. And blow drying her hair on medium heat, as you can see, her hair never has a problem resorting back to its natural hair pattern. That's why I make it my business really not to heat damage her hair. So every time she gets her hair braided, this is the process. We have to blow dry it out so Miss Shay doesn't have an issue and her hair always returns back to normal. Wait till Miss Shay. She is Courtney's braiding stylist, and it is time to get our hairdo together. So I always make it my business to have this iPad because it is heaven sent and it keeps her occupied while she's getting her hair done. You guys make sure to follow Shay on Instagram. Her name is Moy Bella. She's awesome. She's very patient with the kids, and she slays Courtney's hair every time. Never fails. I always get so many compliments on her hair. It lasts minimum of 3 weeks, so I'm always super happy with Miss Shay every time we leave. So we are almost done. Of course, she is not the happiest person sitting here, but it's almost over. So when she's done, she applies setting mousse. Of course, Courtney has naturally curly, poofy hair, so the mousse just helps it, kind of stay in place, so the braids will last a little bit longer. And here she is applying those beads. I don't like a lot of beads, so this is perfect. Just a few to really pull the look together, but not enough for the clacking. So she has laid those baby hairs, and my baby is ready to go. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another video. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel, like, and leave a comment. I will be back with another video soon. Thank you for coming along on this journey.